Britannia also has been a performing stock. Margin expansions have been strong. Market share gain in key categories has been quite impressive. Warren Berry, Managing Director of Britannia Industry, joins us now. Mr. Berry, good morning and thank you for joining us. Mr. Berry, there have been some positive changes in Britannia ever since you have taken over. Last quarter financials also indicated that things have genuinely turned the corner for Britannia. So what are the major changes which you have brought about, and what is the roadmap for the rest of the financial year?
Well, my main focus as I came in was, as I told you, the strategic direction of the company hasn't changed at all. The first stop was really evaluating the team. So I met multiple people within the organization, evaluated their potential, and there are lots of people who moved up and are doing much bigger jobs than they were doing earlier. So we got the right people in the right place. That was the first stop. Thereafter, it was all about tightening execution, getting the building blocks in place. The first stop there was to get the distribution to be really rock solid, because that's the backbone of the company. So we've been doing that. Actually, we've been making sure that the foundation of the company becomes strong, and we are in a position to launch all our initiatives thereafter.
Warren, Britannia has brought down the focus on 5 important brands this time. Will that lead to cost savings and ad spend?
The important thing to know is that there is a finite amount of money that the company has, right? You can spend the same money behind 10 brands, or you could focus that money behind 5 brands. So I've chosen to take the latter. Take 5 big brands, focus all your spends behind those 5 brands, make sure that you give them the threshold level of investment so that you can see these brands flourish. It's not that we are going to discontinue the other brands, it's just that these brands will get the lion's share of our monies, of our advertising monies.
So ad spends and promotion expenses planned for FY15, is it going to go up since Indian economy is making a comeback? Your constant endeavor is to gain market share from competitors?
So our ad spends will certainly remain stable. Again, I'm not going to give you any outlook, but our ad spends will remain stable. As I told you, there is going to be some rationalization in certain lines within the ad spends which don't work as hard as other lines. So we will make sure that we spend money behind activities which give us the big bang, and spend less against activities which we are not sure of if they are taking us in the right direction. But we will keep the ad spends stable. We will spend aggressively when we get to our innovation pipeline being unleashed in the market.
Right. Warren, also the target volume growth for FY15 that you foresee, and demand has been rising in the past quarter as well, and is that something that you witnessed?
No, actually, if you look at the industry, the FMCG industry, the food industry, as well as biscuits, all three were in the high teens in terms of total growth. The industry growth has actually come down to about mid-single digits, and it continues to be there. So while there is a positive factor with the new government coming in, I think it's going to take time for this to start to translate into actual consumers going and starting to buy more consumer products. So I would say that it's going to take 6 to 12 months for the demand to start to come back. But as you've seen in the first quarter of this year, we did fairly well. So we were way ahead of the industry in terms of our growths, so our performance was good, and we are hoping that as the industry performance starts to increase, this will benefit us.
So what are the new product launches which are planned for balance of the year, and are there any specific food or product categories which you are planning to enter?
So our focus in the next 1 year is going to be in our core, which is biscuit, cake and rusk. After 1 year, as I said, that we are embarking on a strategic plan journey we will decide where we want to take this company. But next 1 year, you will see some disruptive launches within the core, but we are not going to, we'll stick to the knitting and stick with biscuit, cake and rusk.
Right, with much of your raw materials like wheat and sugar as well as edible oil prices now coming down this year, has it improved the margins for you?
Actually, prices have not declined. If you look at our Q1 P&L, you will see that our inflation in that quarter was fairly high. It was almost 9%. But that was because the same quarter last year, the prices were really low. So we expect inflation in material prices to be in the range of 6 to 6.5%. The only good news is that it's in a controllable zone. It's not a fluctuating market for material prices, and it's always easy to operate with with prices clearly moving in a stable zone. So yes, it's going to be stable. Material prices are going to be stable, and that's going to give us that is giving us a benefit. You've seen it in the first quarter.
Idea is moving up on decent volumes. Fresh price volume breakout for Idea, 171, and it's interesting that Idea is trending up at a time one of the big investors, a P investor, is actually looking at reducing their stake in the company. So that paper supply from that P investor is not really having a huge impact on the stock price per se. But back to Britannia, Mr. Bedi, any price hikes that are around the corner, because cost management could be a challenge for Britannia going forward?
No, we are not considering any price hike in the balance of year. We want our trajectory to be stable as we go through the year, and we are pretty clear that inflation is going to be in the 6 to 6.5% range. So that helps us plan.
Right. Any properties that the company is actively looking to sell?
No, not right now. But we are, we are looking at moving our office in Bangalore to Whitefields, and in the next 6 to 8 months, we will decide on what we want to do with this property, do our due diligence, and figure out what is necessary to be done. Obviously, this piece of land is a very expensive piece of land to have a corporate office on, and at some stage we will look at alternate means of monetizing this property.
All right, Mr. Bedi, appreciate your time and thank you for joining us. That was the Managing Director of Britannia. A lot of good things have happened for Britannia. Margins have expanded, market share gain has been strong, and the new management is really trying to come up with a lot of innovation. I'm going to change gears and from FMCG to auto and